And then came the waxing. You men, you don't understand. The waxing. They pour hot wax on your face. Don't they, ladies? They started me off slow. Did my eyebrows. Poured hot wax on my face. And then I don't really know what happened after that. Because it felt like she put a piece of duct tape or something. And then I lost track of her. And then I heard her get a run for it. And when she ripped that tape off, I come up off that bed about 3 foot. And she refused to come back in the room till I stopped cussing. But the upside is, now there's 2. Beauty is pain, ladies. Say it with me. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Then she said, "Ma'am, would you like me to do your mustache?" Well, feng shui. Didn't even realize I had a mustache. But now that you pointed that out, I guess I should get that did. Girls, should you look like you have diaper rash for about a month? You know, I was red fire. I tell you, I look like a 5-year-old that a cherry popsicle just got away from me, you know? Like I killed the Kool-Aid man, you know? Yeah. But the upside, people stop calling me sir. Beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. Yes. My chin wasn't too bad. My chin was not too bad. I just had a couple of danglers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like even with your readers on, you can't see them. Yeah, I looked like I had a couple of little catfish barbs coming out. And of course, my husband didn't say anything because, well, he likes catfish. So he was living out some kind of fantasy I didn't even know about. So they just plucked those. But now I can't get HBO. Beauty is pain. And then don't get ahead of me. And then the coup de grace. She said, "Ma'am, would you like a Brazilian?" Well, heck yeah. Here's my house key. You let me know when that Brazilian's coming. I'll send my husband to Tractor Supply. We'll have a good 6 hours. My retirement plan is the same as my daddy's. 65, I'm gonna get all liquored up, go out, punch a cop. Yeah, that's an easy 5 years, 3 hots and a cot, people. Heck, my daddy's 70 now. He's done it twice. He called it reinvesting. Oh, heck, he loves prison. He does. I mean, think about it. You get free health care. He says the food's better than my mama ever cooked. Has a big exercise yard. He don't have to mow. And he's so dang happy, he got his first prison tattoo. Oh, it's neat. It's right here in his arm. It says, born to poop. I saw a thing on 60 Minutes a couple months ago. Now, this is crazy. Guy on death row was going to be executed in 5 months. He also had a bad heart, and he somehow got on the heart transplant list. Did you see this? I ain't making it up now, am I, people? And the state of Texas had to give him that heart transplant for $200,000, or he could have sued the state of Texas for cruel and unusual punishment. That is a waste, people. I mean, that's like giving Ellen DeGeneres birth control pills. You know what I mean? What's the point? I mean, and the guy had a bad heart. Couldn't they have figured this out? Just put on a costume, go up to a cell and go, boo. I think the hardest time for any child has got to be middle school. Would you agree? That is, yes. Because right at the time when hormones are morphing their bodies and frying their brains, we throw them in with a bunch of other more fry brains, and we expect them to survive. Let me tell you something. Middle school for me was a hell ride the moment I got off the school bus. Brenda Brown spotted me like a lion spots the weakest antelope in the herd, and I was toast. Hadn't done anything but breathe, and she decided I needed to get my head knocked off. The notorious Brenda Brown. She was that kind of student even the teachers were afraid of. Anything went down in school, it was Brenda Brown. Smoking in the bathroom, Brenda Brown. Pulled fire alarm, Brenda Brown. Missing school bus, Brenda Brown. Let me tell you people something. I could take getting the tar beat out of me every day. It wasn't anything that I got at home. Let me tell you something. When you are the youngest kid of a family sporting 9 older brothers, the trickle-down beating stops with you. Every day, right before lunch, bam, Brenda Brown. Second shift came right before I got on the school bus for home. Bam! Ow. See you tomorrow. Heck, it got to the point I just wait for her to get it over with. But one day was different. Before I got on that school bus, when she hit me, my glasses went flying. I was picking myself up, pulling down my shirt, getting my books, and I realized Brenda Brown had my glasses. And she was scratching tic-tac-toe in the lenses. And she threw them back to me. Oh, this was bad, people. If my daddy saw this, he was going to kill me. I can remember that long school bus ride home. And I sat in that seat and I prayed. I prayed so hard that that school bus would stall on a railroad track. And we would all die in a fiery blaze. And my daddy would never know. A couple days went by and nobody realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. Then one night at the supper table, my mama goes, "Etta May, where's your glasses?" I froze. A pea rolled off my fork and crashed to the floor. You see, people, my daddy could smell fear like most people smell bleach. He looked at me and he cocked his head. He grabbed my chubby little hand and he squeezed it hard. And we made that death march to the back room. That man spanked me with a belt to the point the poor guy got too winded and had to sit down. All the time doing that stroke talk. Do you know what I mean, that stroke talk? Yeah. Tell me what happened to those glasses. I think I scared Grandma. He had a stroke? When I finally confessed, let me tell you something. The disappointment on his face hurt a lot worse than that belt. He gathered the entire family up in the living room. And he got one of my brother's bozo punching bags. You remember those? The kind that had the sand in the bottom? And when you hit it, it popped back up. And he goes, okay, what's this first class you got with this Brenda Brown? And I said, well, study hall right before lunch. He goes, this is what you gonna do. Tomorrow I want you to go to the front of the class. I want you to tell your teacher to call that Brenda Brown up. And in front of everybody, in the loudest voice you have, I want you to yell, Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? But trust me, he didn't say friggin'. And then he said, I want you to punch her right in the mouth. What? And then he said, I'm gonna stay home from work. And if I don't get a call from the principal by noon, I'm gonna spank you within an inch of your life when you get home. What? And then he made me practice over and over again. Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? Bam! Next day on the school bus, my heart was in my head, just boom, boom, boom. But heck, people, at that point, I was between a rock and a rock. I did what my daddy said. Brenda Brown, do you have a friggin' problem with me? Bam! She floated like a feather over the teacher's desk. Now, I could be wrong, but I swear Miss Mortice was giggling to herself as she drug us to the principal's office. I sat in Principal Campbell's office with Brenda Brown's mother and Brenda Brown. Brenda Brown's mom was thin and hard, and she shook as she lit one cigarette off of another. We sat in silence and we waited for my daddy. And then suddenly the door swung open, and there stood my dad like John Wayne in a gunfight. Principal Campbell said, Milo, we got a problem. My dad said, no, we ain't got no problem. That little girl right there's got the problem. Because my daughter's going to come and kick the living daylights out of her every single day. And Brenda Brown's mom stood up and said, hey, and my dad said, and you shut your mouth or I'll have my wife come and kick the snot out of you. And then he said, Etta May, go get in the truck. We're going to Dairy Queen. Brenda Brown never bothered me again. But do you know I think of that girl to this day every time I eat a dilly bar? My entire life, my thighs have rubbed together. Yes, they have. My thighs have rubbed together. My thighs, when I'm walking, my thighs talk to each other. They do. It's like, excuse me, pardon me, come through, get away, here we go, one more time. Oh, and summer's a-coming. Oh. And let me tell y'all, shorts just don't hang on me, right? Where's my girls? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. You know, during the summer when I'm wearing shorts, I could be walking along No reason whatsoever. One side of my shorts just start creeping up on me. If I'm not careful, I could be walking into church half a camel toe situation, you know. And a blessed morning to you, Reverend. Yes, it was my day to bring the cupcakes. I saved you too. Yeah. Yeah, during the summer, when I'm wearing shorts, about every 3 steps, I have to go. All right. Ponytail. I want you to look right here. No, I'm just standing there. Yeah, just look right here. Can you see that curtain behind me? He's like, I can't even see it at her ankles.